Okay, so this klamatabat right here is what's called a frequentative verb. Okay, what is a frequentative verb? Yeah, over and over, over and over to.
Is that not implied?
What? What?
Isn't it implied that it's like, isn't a translation of like plot verbs?
Yes. Yes, but it's like he kept on and kept on shouting. Kept on and kept on talking.
So can frequented verbs be in any tense?
Yeah, but usually they're either in the present or the imperfect. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so Titurius is our subject, and then we got facturos esse as our future active infinitive. Okay, and you have to stick a se in here. How do you know to stick a se in here? You just do. Okay, so we got, in reply to these things. Okay, Titurius, which is another name for Sabinus. So, Titurius kept on shouting that they themselves, being the Romans, like they themselves, when we're talking about the Romans, would do these things late. Like, in other words, they were already behind. When larger bands of the enemy had assembled or had convened. Okay, then we got an ablative absolute here. With the Germans having been joined. Or okay, this is your nominative, and this calamitatis is a partitive genitive. Okay? The most literal way to translate it would be something of a calamity. But you're going to translate it as some calamity. So, or when some calamity had been received in the nearest winter camps. Okay, so what does all that mean? Yeah, so we got to plan ahead because we know these guys are going to attack, and if we wait and do it later, then we're going to face even larger troubles. Okay, so then this next part says, occasionem is the accusative subject. So I'm guessing this is indirect statement based on this clamma tabat right here. Okay? So we got that, the occasion, of consulting was short. So in other words, they only had a short time to, I guess you'd say, the opportunity of consulting was short.
Wait, that goes all the way back to what he's shouting.
Yep, yeah. So yeah, he's shouting, one reason is barbarians are at the gate. Second reason is the occasion for consulting. They don't have time to talk about it. Okay, then this is the third reason. Okay, this is Profectum Esse. Okay, that Caesar well, hold on. Scratch that. What's it say to do with? Okay, it says add say as the accusative subject. Dang. Okay. And that is Sabinus. Okay. So that he thought that Caesar had set out into Italy. Okay, and then we got neither nor. That neither it's all here. Is it otherwise? So neither otherwise the Carnutes okay, and this is a Okay, it says fuisse capturos, so the perfect infinitive sum plus a future participle capio. In indirect discourse, this would be capiscent. And apodosis in a mixed contrary to fact condition. Parallel with when Turus esse as it's complementing the protasis, whatever. Okay. So what it's saying is that this whole concilium fuisse capturos goes together. So instead of it being capturos esse, it's capturos fuisse. Okay. So we got neither otherwise the Carnutes would have adopted a plan, and then this is genitive, of killing Tasgestus. Who is Tasgestus? Tasgestius.
Sounds familiar.
Who is Tasgestius? Somebody in another winter camp, right? I don't think so. Nor if he himself were present, meaning Caesar, that the Eburones would come to the camp with such great contempt of us. Okay, so that nostri is an objective genitive. I don't know, we haven't seen very many objective genitives. Basically, it's a genitive used as an object. Great contempt of what? Of what? Of us. The next part, your subject, we're still in indirect statement, okay? And you have to stick a say in there. And I think we're still talking about Sabinus. Okay, so, because you're going to say, that he saw I guess it'd be that he did not see the enemy as the author. But the situation itself. What does that mean?
Can you repeat it?
Yeah, but that he did not see the enemy as the author, but the situation itself. What does that mean?
They didn't see the enemy as like the author, just like
The author of...
so like they didn't plan it, but they were the actual victim.
Yeah. They didn't plan it, but if they looked at the situation logically,
They would see that.
they would see that it was an opportunity. So the Romans had to strike first. Of course. Not that, the Romans were looking for a fight. Okay, and he's going to tell us what the situation is. I think this next part is. Okay, so that, I know, indirect statement over on, that the Rhine was close at hand, that the death of Ariovistus and our more recent victories. It never tells me the words I don't know. Okay, now watch this. This is one of those double datives, this sucker right here. That. The double dative. Listen to me translate and then I'll explain it. Was a great sadness for the Germans. Okay, so this dolori is a dative of purpose. Okay, and then the Germanis is a dative of, they call it a dative of interest. I call it a dative of reference because it's talking about a person. Okay, and you usually see it with the form of soon, which we've got right here. So you're going to say, was something for somebody. So was a sadness for the Germans. Okay, back to the indirect statement. That Gaul was burning. Okay, then we got an ablative absolute with so many like outrages, having so many insults, let's say so many insults, with so many insults having been received. Okay, then this redactum, they say it's a perfect passive participle describing Gallia. So you're going to say, having been brought back under the power of the Roman people. That's kind of nice. A little chiasmus there. Then we got an ablative absolute to finish us off. Okay, with their former glory of military affairs having been destroyed. Okay, so those are all of his, well, no, one more, I think one more reason. So we got finally, okay, then we got a relative clause of characteristic, I'm pretty sure here. No. A deliberative present subjunctive. Okay, so a deliberative subjunctive is like he's trying to make a decision, so he puts the question in the subjunctive, kind of like an indirect question. But but not, because he's saying it. So it looks like an indirect question, okay? But it's like when he's trying to deliberate between whether he should do something or not. That's why it's in the subjunctive. Okay, so we got, finally, who would persuade him of this? That what's the nature day? Without a without a reliable reason, Ambiorix had lowered himself to a plan of this kind. So in other words, they should trust Ambiorix. Beware of Greeks bearing gifts. Okay, let's see if we can run through this last part real fast. Okay, that, his own opinion, meaning Ambiorix's, we're still in an indirect statement here, that his own opinion was safe on each side, literally into both parts, or safe for both sides. Okay, then we got some conditional sentences, right? Down here to the conditional, and then this is the apodosis down here. If nothing was more serious that they would reach the nearest legion, or to the nearest legion, with no danger. So in other words, they had nothing to fear. If all of Gaul were conspiring with the Germans, that, okay, then unum goes with salutem. Their one safety okay, and then like positum esse goes together. had been placed in their swiftness. Okay, then we got okay, so then I said I made quem exitum my subject. Did they make quem exitum their subject? Yep. Okay. What outcome does the plan of Cotta and I left out a word in my translation. And indeed of those who were disagreeing. In which, if there were no present danger, yet, or but certainly, famine must be feared with a distant siege. That doesn't make any sense. With a remote siege. Why do you think that they feared famine? Right, so they had to split out.